Hello everyone. What sort of an intro was that? Hello everyone. It is me. I am back with another video and we've got this nice new cutting mat. Should have had one of those in my last video, but anyway, so today I thought I should do something artsy today. Let's just go back to basics and let's do a video where we just do some drawing together. It's gonna be a nice chill video. I've got my nice aesthetically pleasing sketchbook here, and I think that we should just do some drawing together because I call myself an art channel, but honestly, when was the last time I just sat down and drew something? I don't remember. So about 5 seconds before starting this video, I was like, am I even gonna make a video today? I don't know what to draw. But then I was looking through Instagram and I saw Nick Champa's story and he was wearing this suit, and under the suit was a shirt, and that shirt was glittery. It was like a subtle glitter, but it was the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. So I went and I found nail polish and some glitter, and I feel like I'm gonna try my best to replicate the shirt that he was wearing on one of my characters. And as much as I hate the smell of nail polish, I am going to use it anyway because it's glittery, and glittery is good. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm drawing my character Emilio. I had to stop recording for a second because I got a phone call, so I don't know what I was talking about before. I recently purchased a kneaded eraser and I am living. Why did I not get one of these earlier? Like, look at that. Gone. So this is the reference that I've found on Pinterest. And yeah, I'm just gonna start sketching, see what happens. I feel like whenever I draw on camera, it comes out looking so much worse than how I usually draw. It also probably doesn't help that I haven't done any traditional drawing today. I started off the day with this digital piece that I've been working on, and I got really sick of it because I've been staring at it for too many hours. It's as if the moment I turn the camera on, I just forget how to draw, which isn't helpful when you want to make the videos about drawing. It's only recently that I started getting into digital drawing, and I've noticed that I treat digital drawing like traditional drawing. Like, I never use the undo button, I only ever use the eraser, and then if I put something in the wrong place, I'm like, well, that's there now, can't do anything about it, and then I have to remind myself, actually, there's tools you can use to fix that, you don't have to leave it like that. This looks a little weird, but that's alright. Then we're gonna put in his nose. Emilio has got a lovely beak. I love it. He loves it. And then he's got happy little eyebrows. Look at him go. He's gonna be giving us the side eye like, heck yeah. I know what you're looking at. You're looking at my sparkly shirt. And he's gonna be smiling. Because Emilio is always smiling. Emilio is the actual sun, and if you ever see him upset, something is horribly, horribly wrong. Because he just doesn't get upset. And if you make Emilio upset, like, you're instantly the worst person on the planet. That's just the way it works. And then we're gonna give him a shirt. Have a pocket in it, and go boom, choo, 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 choo. I love drawing Emilio in like different fashion because he can just rock anything, absolutely anything you put him in, and it's in his character to experiment with like all different types of clothing. So I just love him so much. And then we're gonna add like the big crack in the wall that I'm gonna add some details over here. Bam, then bam, bam, bam. Good enough. Put some grass down here, and then I'm gonna put some plants up here. This is the sort of thing that I'm gonna fix later. I'm not just gonna leave it like this. Or maybe I will leave it like this, who knows. Now, let's get on to outlining, because that's one of my favorite parts, because we get to clean up this whole big mess. I'm gonna use this, what even is this? Pilot Friction pen, which is one of those erasable pens. I kind of feel weird about using an erasable pen on paper that would just tear if I tried to like use the eraser function on it. Like, it kind of seems like a waste of money, but like, I don't know, this pen just reacts to the paper in a really cool way. The ink kind of like, it doesn't stay black on this paper, and I don't know if that's the pen or the paper, but I like it because it's like not jet black ink, it's kind of subtle. Subtle but still bold. That's what we like. And I need to put Emilio's little ear piercing in. It's a miracle that Emilio even has an ear piercing, because like his pain tolerance is non-existent. It's just, he like has a phobia of blood and like needles and things like that. So I'm guessing when he got his ear pierced, he didn't have a very good reaction, and that's probably why he only has one piercing. I should probably still be using reference for this, because I don't know, like, my sketch doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it's okay if it doesn't look the neatest, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go over it with gouache anyway, but you know, you want it to look somewhat decent at least. I really like this bit. It's just really nice. I don't know why. I feel like this sort of video would work better if I had like a set topic to talk about, because at the moment I feel like I'm sort of just rambling on about nothing. Like, I'm just saying random things that come into my head, and some sort of direction would be nice. So if you have any suggestions for topics that you want to hear me talk about, not that my opinion really matters, but you know, if you want to hear my opinion on something, then leave your suggestions in the comments below, and I'll take a gander and I might use your topic next time I do this sort of video. I feel like his knee should have come up a little bit higher, but whatever. Who cares? In this sketchbook, I'm like working very differently to how I worked in my last sketchbook. My last sketchbook, I was hell-bent on having like very clean lines and like pale washes of watercolor, but like because of the texture of the paper and the fact that it can't take wet mediums, then it's kind of forcing me to be a little more open-minded with my style, and I reckon it's doing me really good, to be honest. Like, I'm really loving where this sketchbook is going so far, and it's a very thick sketchbook, so I'm going to do a sketchbook tour on it soon, because I'm about 1/5 of the way through, which doesn't sound like very much, but that's 20 pages so far, and because I use both sides, that's 40 pages, so I've got quite a lot done so far. I'm thinking I might do like another 20 pages and do this sketchbook in 3 parts or something like that. I just love all the different ways that you can erase with a kneadable eraser. Like, you can't do this with a normal eraser. I mean, you probably can, but it's not as fun, okay? The one color I need is stuck in there. So for this, I'm going to be using my Winsor & Newton Designer Gouache. I have the primary color set, and although it may make me look like I'm rich and I can afford this sort of thing, I can assure you I am not. I got this for $10 secondhand, and It was one of the best purchases of my life, and now I've got expensive taste, and I'm dreading the day that I have to buy more of this because it's gonna empty my wallet. And this is my gungy looking palette, and we're just gonna go straight in with a big old crusty brush and paint his pants black. There's a fine line when it comes to using gouache in this sketchbook, because like I said earlier, it can't take wet mediums, so I have to be very careful of how wet I get my gouache, otherwise it like seeps through to the other side and everyone starts screaming and children start crying. The only thing that I find myself like really struggling with when it comes to gouache is skin tones. I'm starting to get the hang of lighter skin tones, but darker skin tones like Emilio's, which you'll soon see, they're still a little difficult for me. Another thing that I love about gouache is that you can reactivate it in the pan, so I don't feel like I'm like wasting it. It's not as good. Like, I find that straight out of the tube is a lot better to work with than like dried up paint in the pan, but like it still works, so I don't feel like I'm wasting any, and that's good when you're using an expensive product that you don't want to have to buy again. I have a random color like already mixed in the pan, and I can tell you now it's already gonna be like way too light for Emilio, but maybe I can use it as like a base, I don't know. Wow, that's not his skin tone. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it, because like with watercolor, I can mix Emilio's skin tone in like 3 seconds. It's the easiest thing in the entire world. But with gouache, I've like lost all ability to mix colors, and I felt like I was like starting from scratch. And I think it's also because like with watercolor, I have a whole bunch of colors, and here I just have the primary colors. And another thing is that I never mix enough color, and then I have to go and remix color, and then it never comes out looking the same as it did when I first mixed it. And I'm like, and then my paint starts getting watery, and then the paper starts like doing things, and I start screaming, the whole world starts burning. So yeah, how's your day been today? Mine's been pretty chill. Emilio's skin tone is very specific, and it's meant to have like a golden undertone, but this looks like it's coming out really red, and I'm just not appreciating it. And like my non-art friends, they're like, it looks fine, it looks just like Emilio, and I'm like, no, it doesn't have that golden undertone. And they're like, golden what? Sometimes adding his hair fixes it a little bit, like not much, but it fixes it enough that I don't have a crisis over it. I make my browns too red, and then I try to combat that by putting green in, and then the browns become too green, and I'm like, what's happening? Then I'm gonna get a tiny little bit of blue. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Because Emilio's got these really nice icy blue eyes. They just contrast his skin so nicely. See, if I was using watercolor, I would just be able to like throw a yellow wash over the top of this and his skin tone would be fine, but gouache scares me a little. I feel like I've become like the polar opposite. With watercolor, I felt like dark skin tones were like the easiest thing possible, like you could not mess them up, and light skin tones were like one wrong color and I was like, nah, I've destroyed this whole thing. But now it's the opposite. Now for the fun part. I'm going to make his shirt glittery! We're just gonna slap it down and hope for the best. I hate nail polish brushes because they're not built for the test. What was that? Ooh, he looks so cute! I love him. This absolutely stinks. I feel like I should like paint my nails. Look how freaking cute my little fingers are. Yes. It's really uneven, and it's got a weird color that isn't quite silver and isn't quite gold, but I don't mind. I think it looks cute. I don't know what color to do his jacket now. Because like, yellow, is that gonna look weird? I don't know. Suppose I can do yellow and I can always just go over it with black if it looks horrible. That's the beauty of gouache, my friends. This is not cute. This is not cute already. No, not loving it. Not loving it. We're gonna go over it in black. We're just gonna let it dry for a second. What if I like lighten it up a bit? Maybe that'll do something. Is that cute? Is that not cute? I don't know. Ooh, pink is cute. They're like orangey pink. What? Is that cute? No. What if I use this? Ooh! There's a bus going past. I think that's cute. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm blind. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Ooh, I think we found it. I think we found it. That is cute. I mean, I've just lost all my line work, but we can put that back in later. That's gonna be cute. What a queen. Doo-doo-doo-doo. He's such a queen. Queen. Queen Emilio. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. I almost feel like we need to like battle with this brush for a hot minute. Just so we can have like a little accent on his shoes. Yes, Emilio! Yes, my queen! Grey. Good, grey. Yay. For grey. Another thing that's changed since I got this sketchbook is that I used to make all of my drawings look really like square. That's how I'd finish them. I'd like put tape around them and make them very square and very clean. But now I'm like, just finish a drawing with like some of that. She'll be right. Then we got some dirt for the floor. Then we're gonna add some greenery in the back here. What is this? There's like a chunk of gouache. I don't know what color it is, but it's messing it up. Cute. Ah, I love him. I love him so much. Brilliant. I'm loving it. You may think it's over, and to that I say, ha! You are mistaken. That hurt my throat a lot. So now from here I usually outline again because, you know, all my outlines have just disappeared, and then right at the very end I go in with some colored pencils. We add some of that good old texture and that sort of thing, because I feel like with gouache I get to a point where I'm sick of like layering it and I'm like, yeah, let's just throw some colored pencil on there because it's easier. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to be using this, which is the Unisign pen, and this, which is a cactus pen. I'm gonna get our reference picture back up so that I can figure out what's going on with these pants. It'll be interesting to see if I can line over the nail polish. I feel like that's going to be very interesting when we get to that. I don't think his skin tone turned out that bad in the end, to be honest. It's still not perfect for me, but it's definitely a lot better than some attempts that I've had in the past. So far, it seems to be lining over the nail polish okay. Like, you can definitely still see the sparkles through it, and it's not as opaque as if you just line over normal paper or gouache or whatever. But I don't mind it. There we go. That's cute. That's very cute. I'm liking it. Gotta get his little eyebrow. I love Emilio's eyebrows so much. They're always so happy. Then we gotta add his freckles. Don't ask me what kind of plants these are because I do not know. Anyway, I've just gone and grabbed some Prismacolor pencils. This is another thing that I got secondhand. It cost me $10 for a packet of 150 Prismacolors because I bought them secondhand. And yes, there are a couple missing, but how can you walk past that deal? I definitely encourage you to keep a lookout at like secondhand stores for art supplies that have been used before, because even if there's just a little bit left in the tube of paint or whatever, or there's like pencils missing, if you're trying it out for the first time, it's definitely worth trying to get it cheaper, just like, because then if you don't like it, you don't have to feel bad about never using it again because you didn't spend that much on it. So that's my pro tip, because I would not buy these new because they're just too expensive for me. Thought I might put like a very, very, very subtle blue in the background. You probably can't even see it on the camera, but I can see it in real life, so that's what matters. Look at this. Half these colours have never been used before. That is the beauty of shopping secondhand. Absolutely love it. I love me a bargain. Alrighty, I think we can call this one done. I am very happy with how this turned out. Like, there's obviously some things that I think I could have done a little bit better, but for not having drawn on camera for a very long time, I think I did pretty alright. I'm proud of the result. And I'm happy that I got to use glitter. If you want me to do more videos with nail polish, maybe a whole drawing with just nail polish, which will be hell for me, but maybe entertaining for you, let me know in the comments below. If you have any other suggestions for videos you'd like to see in the future, let me know. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!